showing this all to you is I'm asking the community for advice. I'm really not happy with the dust collection. I've got plenty of suction. The problem is that really clumps together. It really clumps together. That chip load is 10,000ths of an inch, so it's a large chip for what I'm doing personally. I've got a O flute, 1/2 inch, and 10,000ths is the chip load that I'm running. So that chip load really is large, and it really gets turned into steel wool, and it's clogging my dust collection. So what I'm considering doing, and I would love feedback, would be to go vertical from the spindle. Vertical from the spindle. I'll have a 6 or an 8 foot pocket door track with a hanger around there. Allow the flexible duct to ride on the rail so that it can go along where it has to go along, because that chip load is clumping up everywhere, and it starts here. That dark matter that you see that's only been running like that for a half an hour. I let this run overnight. This has been running continuously for 5 days. What will happen is everything there constricts and kinks, and that's when I know I've got a major blockage. The issue is it's relatively easy to get to in the flexible duct. It's relatively easy I have that clean out, and I do have an auger or a pipe, but there's never been a blockage in there at all. Where the blockage occurred today, and it was 2 hours of unscheduled maintenance. Compacted in that second motor, right in the duct. When I removed that flex, I could get my arm down here. I could reach in, but I couldn't get down here. So what I'm going to do those 2 spiral ducts I'm going to replace with 6-inch flexible so that I can remove them and get to here, so I can get in and clean that out. All other points are accessible. Now, admittedly, the majority of time that I'm cutting aluminum, I'm not creating such a large chip load. So the chip is lighter and it's going to move through the system better. But with this heavy chip, I've got a dust collection problem because it really just clumps together like steel wool. So if you have a suggestion as to what I could try, let me know. My idea with going vertical is if there's enough hole through the duct, it will travel all the way up and then down. And as it gets closer to the motors, it'll keep moving down the line. As evidenced by the fact that down in the floor, it's clean. So if it makes it up the initial descent, it'll be good getting down, obviously, and then is a horizontal part, so I'd love to know of any feedback that you might have or opinion that you might have. Now, when I did a factory tour at Onsrud about a month or two ago, they're going right to the ceiling with like a 9-inch duct over their Onsrud CNC machine, actually. Not the same company. But I would appreciate any feedback or opinion or advice or critique that you might have on what I'm doing. And thank you as always.